absolutely scorching today. Anyway, welcome back. Another Koi Diary this week. So I had a question from Christopher Galley about the Pergola. So yeah, I built it myself. Originally the pond didn't have any cover at all. The garden is south facing ish, but that does mean because the house is here and the pond's here, it's sunny in the morning and then it's shady late afternoon when the sun moves over and it's behind the house. So it didn't have this on it. I put this on and built it myself. Relatively easy to do. A couple of reasons for covering it. One, you just get, when it is like today and absolutely scorching, fish get a bit of cover. Just get that out of here. Yes, so some cover for the fish from the excruciating heat and sun. And two, or obviously because it's covered from the sun, you should get less algae and blanket weed because it's not in full sun all the time, and it just keeps the cover over the pond, covers over the pond for sort of predators, well, supposedly birds that would attack fish or want to eat fish. And I have seen herons flying over here. There is quite a lot of fish in lakes. Obviously we have the River Trent here in Nottinghamshire, so that was another reason, and I just thought it looked good. So probably three reasons really. So where it was built, quite simply, 4 4-inch fence posts, 4 of these Met post things which are flat bottomed. I'll put a link in the bottom. They're flat bottomed and screwed to the actual pond wall. You can then put your post in it and you tighten it with these, and that clamps it into place, and then I'll put the copings on the top and did a bad job cutting in. Anyway, and then obviously you just have your cross beams. I did 2 here just to make it look nice, 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and then your long strutty bits across the top, and then I put some polycarb on it. Initially I didn't have polycarb on it, but I thought if I'm going to have a roof on it or a cover, I might as well actually properly cover it so it keeps the rain out as well. Not that I had any issue with rain causing water parameter issues, but just keeps it covered, and you don't have to. Well, at the time I didn't have the overflow on the back of the pond. I was literally managing the pond with just top ups and water changes a couple of times a week, because when I had a nexus on it, so they clean up the nexus every 2 or 3 days, and I was topping up the water while I was doing it that way. So as I say, relatively easy to do. Probably didn't cost a huge amount either. I mean, the Metsa post port things were probably a tenner each. Posts 15 quid each, that's 100 quid. Probably another couple of £100 for other bits of wood and screws. Polycarb probably £400 or £500 to do it. But really easy to do. I did it all on my own actually, didn't have anybody helping. It was a little bit of a ball ache every now and again trying to lift the part up, because once you start screwing things together it does get heavy. But I did manage it, and you just use a bit of wood as a prop, and once you lift it up and it's in place, you just sort of screw it in and then you're ready to go. Now I have painted mine with, the paint I used was Saddling. It's not aquatic safe, so you have to do it before you put it over the pond. So I painted, obviously you do a bit of a mock-up. It's a bit of a nightmare, so you have to sort of mock it up, measure it all out, just sort of put it in place to make sure it looks good and it all fits and everything like that, and then take it sort of back down again, paint it all, let it dry, and then bosh it back up. But yeah, I did it over the course of a weekend. Added some little fancy, I don't know why, just some little holes in the end there. But yeah, for me it just sort of finished the pond off. It just looked a bit odd without a roof on. Well, definitely when I look back now on the old pictures, but it just sort of finished it off really. So not mega expensive to do, a little bit tricky and a bit try and get it all up and stuff, but you know, really simple to do. So you know, I would definitely recommend if possible to cover the pond. As I say, for them three or four reasons really. So there we go. I hope that answers your question, Christopher. What's your name? Maybe I've forgotten it. Cool. That's that. Anybody in the UK knows it's been roasting this week. Oh, 32 degrees I think we've had. Absolutely burnt to a crisp. Anyway, so I'm just going to get a little Kohaku out. Sort of see there. I just want to have a look and see how its peck's healed or not healed, or what is kicking on with it. Hopefully it'll be fine. I'll be honest now, I'm definitely over any kind of bacterial issue, because the bigger Kohaku, wherever it is there, the missus noticed the other day that it hurt its arm, peck thing, and it had, because of the, obviously the temperatures are high, the water's hot. What are we at now? We are at 21 degrees. The fish are obviously completely going nuts whenever you go near the pond for food and when the food goes in. And it obviously knocked its peck on something in the melee. And I didn't do anything with it. In fact, I didn't even mention it, but a couple of days ago now, completely gone. Would never have even known it had a bit of a knock. So I'm definitely over any kind of bacterial issue, because otherwise what was happening before, you know, I was getting a bit of a knock, then the fish was just going into meltdown mode. So a fish getting a slight knock and then a couple of days later just disappearing, that's good news. Water temperature obviously helps for that, and having good water quality, so hopefully now the water quality is good. Hence I just want to double check that small Kohaku, wherever it is, with a zigzag pattern. So I'm not actually going to get it out and sedate it and all that jazz. I'm going to try and put the bowl in the pond, get it in the bowl, just quick. All I want to do is just flip it over and have a look, and then just put my mind at rest really, because obviously I can't see underneath. I haven't got a window in the pond, so I don't know what it looks like. I'm hoping that it's good. Anyway, so I'm going to do that now. So we've got a bit of free time before I get some dinner. I think I'm going to rock the 2019 look as well. Put the GoPro on my head as well, so I haven't got to worry about holding this thing, balancing it on the side of the pond and all that jazz. It worked quite well last time, so I'm going to do that again, and then we'll see what we got. So right, let's back on and get that done. It's still got a ton of carp pox on it. Come on. Wow. I think I might just put a bit of absolutely soaked. Might just get a bit of tamidine and dab that on it, but that is way better. Put a bit more water in there. Right, a bit of tamidine. There you go. Go on. Off you pop. So I think there we have it. Definitely now, whatever problems I did have, banished. We're done. Way better. I'll see if I can probably get a still from one of the other videos when it was horrible, red, raw and disgusting, and put it next to that, but wow, way better. Still happy about that. Fabulous. Right, so I'm going to have a look in here at my spares and odd bits to see what I've got, and then I can work out what I need to buy. I've got some odd rounded bits of pipe as well. I'm just going to have to... Oh, I'm so messy. Look at this in here. Got dog food, emptied bag. That was from the other day. Some weed killer. Stuff that I just can't be bothered to put in there. Bike stuff. I ain't tidying it now though. Not a machine. So I'm just going to get these few tubs out just to see what spares and stuff I've got in there, and then rather than just ordering things, I've already got it here for me skimmer thing modification. Right, I'll get those out and then tip them out, see what we got. Screwdriver that I've been missing forever. Result. Boot there, look. God's sake. So I've sorted it out. This is probably why you should just use one type of pipe for your pond, because I've got solvent weld on there and I've got pressure pipe, and obviously they're different sizes, so you either need reducing rings to connect stuff, or you just can't do it, so you need to run the same bit of pipe throughout. And obviously when you retrofit stuff like I've done and you have to take things out, you get a load of bits and bobs left from where you put something in place of what you had before. So this is what I've got. Look at all that stuff. So I've got some pressure fittings, and then I've got some solvent fittings, and then obviously the rubber boots. So well, they're for pumps. I've not really got a huge amount here that'll help me. I could use the 3-inch slide valve, but it will probably leak like they all do tend to do. It feels quite loose. I could fill it up with water to check actually, to see how good or bad the seal is. In fact, I might do that now. I don't know if this is the correct way of testing it, but if I pour some water in there. Well, there you go. That answers that. Waste of time. Hence it probably coming off. Not really a huge amount of stuff there. 4-inch to 3-inch reducing thing, which I'll need that for the sieve, because I think it's 3-inch. So I'm going to come 4-inch out of the skimmer, so I'm going to need another reducer for that. Oh no, that'll be that way around, won't it? So if I go 4-inch, yeah. So I won't need anything there. A couple of rubber then reducing boots for the pump, with whatever size pump I decide to go with. And then all I've got really pressure wise is the 45 and the 390s. So yeah, it's interesting what you get. Think of all that money that these things cost, and they're just sitting around doing nothing when you rip bits of equipment out and change stuff. Seems a shame really that you're not doing a lot. But me being a typical kind of, yeah, I might need that one day, let's not get rid of it. I mean, don't laugh, but I've got some odd bits of pipe here. Why the hell am I keeping 2 or 3 inches of... Why? What am I doing? What am I doing? Why have I kept that? Why? Even that. Why have I kept that? In fact, why am I keeping it? I'm going to chuck it now, right now, like that. and these. Chuck them, chuck them, chuck them. I don't need them. I'll keep that. See, why am I keeping that? I've got some 90s there that have never been used, so why am I keeping that? Let's just lob it. There. It really hurts to do that. I'm going to chuck them properly. I mean it. As soon as I'm on a bit of a purge. Over here, really winds the wife up. We've done nothing with it since we've lived here in this area. But look, more goodies, bits of pipe and stuff. Ah, look. Some 3-inch pipe. Again, just some random. Oh god, there's another rubber boot there. Look, some more bits of odd pipe. I presumed at some point I thought I was going to need it for something, and a ball valve. And that's a spray bar there for the original backy shower rad, which I sold. Why have I got it? I'm gonna make it now. I'm gonna make the move and throw it away. I'm gonna do it. Oh my god, look at that there. That's the rubber seal that I replaced on the drum last year. That can go in there. Thanks for watching this week. Remember, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to get a notification when I upload a new video, hit the bell down there somewhere. Also, head over to Instagram if you haven't already and enter the free giveaway for the mud, I can't think what it's called, mud booster pack. It's basically a type of clay which you can put in your pond. Head over there for that and answer the question and be entered to the draw. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next week. Bye.